Give me an intro.
What's up, y'all? It's Post to Society. Welcome to the pod. Welcome to the channel, man.
Yo, open your fucking eyes, bro.
Baby, you perfect. Baby, you perfect. Baby, you perfect.
Fuck.
Yeah, but cause like I'm saying, cause like we talk about gender roles, but I feel like we talk about masculinity and feminism. Like that gets deep rooted, cause you know, then you talk about like the attack on masculinity. Like it's like very like deeply. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When I think of gender roles, I think of shit like what it is, like what being a man is, which I guess is then in turn masculinity. You know what I mean?
Which is facts of things. We spoke about that in English. About like you know, how far is, like, cause everybody's trying to masculate, I guess, like, men.
Yeah.
And with them
It's
doing
like,
that, it's just like, but you want your boys to be masculine men. You want the niggas that you date to be masculine men, but then you support all these things that, takes the masculinity out of men.
I don't really fucking get it at all. Like why is the objective to demasculize men? And it's like, where's the difference between a man and a woman except for genitalia?
It's like the extreme views on it. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's just a very extreme view. I was gonna say abortion, but I don't know.
We should start the episode.
This episode started already, actually.
It's
recorded.
We did not have to do that at all, yeah.
Yeah, now it's all lined up.
But they take like extreme views, like kidnappings, rape. Think of like a man, like, or like male ego or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Or just like they just take it to the extreme version and then use that as like the image to generalize the whole entire of all men. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, like, of course, there's going to be anomalies with men about how shitty, men could be and stuff like that. But with that, I mean, you are putting a select few and publicizing that as a huge image, which is what you were saying. But it's like, with them doing that, you want your boys to be masculine men, though. Like, you want your boys to be protectors and providers regardless. And that can go back to just being natural nature shit.
Is this going in the episode?
Doesn't matter.
Have we started yet? Fuck it. I should continue with what you're saying.
With the natural roles and shit like that of men supposed to be the provider, protector, woman's supposed to be like nurturer and things like that. Whether or not my views are on, whether or not that I have no opinion on those views, that's how it was, right? And with that, it's funny because a lot of women look for security in a man, right? They look for things like that. Not saying that you can't be independent, but there is that somewhat of, I find security in my guy. That's why the natural features of like wanting a tall, kind of buff guy is the normal, right? Because that's what most. It's just the embodiment.
Security. It's the most secure feeling.
Exactly.
A guy like that.
Exactly. Why? You buff?
I'm big body. And I beat my coach today, Coach Pelkey, in a throwing competition for a shot put. I outthrew that motherfucker. Shout out Coach Pelkey, you're a beast too, but I'm a freaking animal.
Yeah.
I'm a beast.
I guess we're gonna start the episode now.
What's up, y'all? It's Post to Society.
What's good, man?
Oh, shit.
What's good? PTS, protect your energy. It is Post to Society. You got your host, City. You got your host,
Glenn.
Hey.
Oh, shit. It's all right.
It's both of us.
We
together.
We rolling.
Yeah, we rolling. And took a couple of episodes off just because we had to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out.
Ooh.
We're supposed to have a special guest, and we apologize for not having that right now. But we got things in the works, and things just need to take time, and we're just sitting on a lot of things. So, in the meantime,
shit gotta cook. For it to be good, it gotta cook, it gotta brew, it needs flavor.
Get hype.
Yeah, get hype, bro. In the meantime, we're figuring out our algorithm, just to be completely honest, figuring out our algorithm, figuring out our marketing, figuring out everything right now, because we just want to put out quality. Yeah. And but we got a banger episode. Obviously, you can see from the intro, we talk about some heavy stuff when it comes to like women, men, relationships, gender roles, cheating, simping, being bitch rapped,
simping,
like stuff like that. Just,
oh, shit.
Just how it plays into everyday lives. We gonna have a lot of clips in this one, but yeah, man. Should we start off with our weeks? Let's keep it short and concise because people will be.
Oh yeah.
Click it off.
Yeah. Alright, now you can start.
My week's been pretty good, really. I just been working, really. I just been working a lot. I feel like I got a business plan out for myself. It's not really like crazy. Just depositing, saving one of my checks, and I'm trying to get this my other job to a certain steady amount in my checking to the point where I can start putting that money into my trading account. And I feel like that could happen in like a month, But yeah, that's really it. That's all that's going on.
My week. Back in track for school, track and field. It's nice reconnecting with some old friends, some old people I haven't talked to much. It's nice to talk with people. Just had my first meet. We lost, but I'm an animal. I won my events.
You guys lost?
They had one kid who, right, first place is 5 points, second place is 3 points, third place is 1 point. They had a kid who single-handedly scored 20 points.
Jesus Christ.
He came first in 4 events.
Who's this?
Was that guy at high jump?
No, it was a distance runner.
Oh.
Shout out that kid.
Oh shit.
But yeah.
What school was it?
New Paltz. He got first in the 3,200, which is 2 miles, the 1,600, which is a mile, the open 800, and the 4x800.
Oh, so he was going back to back.
He was back to back.
He ran 4 miles at that track meet.
He smoked.
Yeah. So that's not my week.
And the track team we have is not that bad.
Yeah, we're an elite track team.
That's crazy.
We got kids going
to
this meet. We got kids going to this meet called Laux, I think it is, or Laux. It's a Laux meet. And it's a 4-day meet or something like that, and it's the best track kids from the Northeast, like Canada, Maine, like the entire Northeast. Our 4x4 team.
That's fire.
At the end of the night, yeah.
Francis
is going.
Oh shit.
Chxbbs? No.
Not Chaz. He wasn't on the 4x4 team.
Oh.
That's Dan. Dan, Francis. Fuck. Who else was on that 4x4 team? Or maybe it was the 4x1 team. I don't know. I just know Francis is going to be there. Dan's going to be there.
Shout out Francis.
Shout out Francis.
Shout out
the track team. I could have went with discus. I qualified for it. But coach, he was like, I'd rather you not. I'm like, understandable. I don't really feel like getting wrapped up in a 4-day meet. That's 2 hours away.
Mm-hmm.
So, fuck that.
Why don't you go? But you had crazy throws.
Well, see, here's the thing. Discus, I threw 105. And the qualifier was 120, and they dropped it down to 100. So he's like, I'm not putting you in discus if you're just on the low end. Shot put, it was 140. It was 40 feet, but then it dropped down to a 36-foot qualifier. I was throwing at least 36 today in practice, but then again, like, it was 40. He doesn't want to send me in now.
That's
that
valid.
It got lower.
That's valid.
Which I understand. And then high jump, it was like 6 foot something. So... Francis, man, actually, Francis was telling me that high jump got canceled at that meet. They were going to have high jump, and we both would have qualified, or maybe he would have qualified, but they canceled high jump.
Mm-hmm. Anything else?
Let's keep it short and concise. All right, your turn.
My week.
Shit.
Damn, where's my water at?
You got 2 right here.
Oh, there they go. Have them on the ready.
I visited college, and I committed to that college, so that was really cool. Got a lot of love from the family, so I'm really happy about that. And friends, really happy about that as well. I've been just I've been getting back to school, getting everything situated. I feel good, honestly.
Have you been going to school?
Yeah, every day.
I see you every day.
Every day.
You come in. Yeah, you come in.
I come in like second period.
You, actually, yeah.
Because I come in like second period.
Yeah.
Because all of them are late. It's either him or Ryan or his...
I try. Seriously, I try. I dedicate.
Second period every time.
I'd be getting in like end of first. Seriously.
Second period every time.
It's hard.
But yeah, man, I just been getting back to school, stuff like that. But honestly, I've been spending a lot of money lately. Like just going out with like friends and stuff like that. Just
the good weather's out.
Just exactly. But can't develop, bad habits with good weather. So
yeah.
But the good weather's been nice. I'm not gonna lie.
That's what it does to you, though.
It's been nice as hell. But yeah, man, I'm gonna keep my shit short and concise. Short and concise.
My shit took up like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Okay. What we want to start with? Keep it light.
You gonna continue off what we were saying?
We can continue off what we were saying.
We're talking about
Gender. We're talking about like just masculinity. I don't even remember the last thing I said about how they like use certain thing. You good?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh shit. Never mind. But fuck yeah. Basically, like masculinity and how they basically use like the extreme views of like men, of what you see, of just like I'm trying to give it think of an example, but I can't even think of it. Like, just like that bruteness, you know what I'm saying? Them not being like having like emotion, like being emotionless.
Oh yeah,
that's not even
which is such
That's not even a factor.
Guys.
Which is such cap.
Yeah.
That's not even a factor actually. It'd be like niggas raping people, like just men taking advantage of women. That's what it is. That's really
which is yeah, and it was portrayed that men, and of course men have taken advantage of women like that, but it's just like on the wide scale that they pushed it, it's not.
Yeah, not all men are rapists. I hate that.
Yeah, not all men are out to get you.
Because like girls will like walk through a city or something and they'll get catcalled like 3 or 4 times by like 3 or 4 guys on the street, and it's like understandable. Like it sucks to get catcalled, but that doesn't mean every guy's gonna do it. Considering like. What, you passed like 300 men that day and 3 of them catcalled you? I mean, it sucks that you just got catcalled and like assaulted, I guess, but it's like, right? That is considered assault, right? Do they consider that?
That's not assault.
I don't know.
They could jack.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about
that line right there.
Depends what's said.
I think it does depend what's like if it's
it depends what's said.
Yeah, probably. But like, and then they're like, "Nah, I can't walk through the city anymore because." Dude's just gonna catcall me, but it's not like that.
No, I get that though.
I mean,
as a girl, I wouldn't really want to walk alone. Niggas.
Same.
No, yeah, niggas is grimy and nasty. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie because the thing is like you can see.
Not all men.
Yeah, not all.
Of course, it's not all men, but it's just like when it's projected like that. I don't know. I just feel a different way. Like when it comes to that shit, like it just I don't know, it just puts a pin in my fucking stomach when it comes like just think about like sisters and just things like that where. Yeah, but I got something good. Right? It's a little shy away from what we're talking about, but we could always tie it back in. So, the idea of flirting, right? Because I remember watching on the JBP, Joe Budden podcast, check it out, it's fire. JBP. Shout out them.
Okay. That's what we're calling them now?
Okay.
That's
what they get called. So, on the JBP, they were talking about flirting and the extent of flirting, right? Because now everything can be deemed as harassment and stuff like that, and you would never know what extent you can go when you're flirting, right? Because even the little things can be taken as harassment, right? Yeah. So I remember I might put it up on the screen right now. Might. Might put it up on the screen. Hey, but it was like it was like a meme. It was a meme of saying like, "Oh, you look very nice today," right? And it was an ugly dude.
I saw that.
And it was like, "Oh, you look very nice today," and it was like. I don't know, like
Matthew something.
It doesn't matter. It's a good looking guy against like a old guy, right? Where it's like it could be deemed as harassment compared to him, but like when it's just like it shows the subjectivity when it comes to harassment and how that can be played because anything now can be taken as that.
It's that pick and choose mentality.
Exactly, and in some forums, it's like you don't even have to. Be flirting like in some point you don't even have to be flirting and some people can take it as flirting. It's like they're trying to or it just could be some just genuine just trying to mingle or just trying to get to know somebody. Like it doesn't even have to be intimate at all. But
probably because they used to guys always trying to hit on them though.
Facts.
Could be also a factor too.
Yeah, people just get so used to like not genuine dudes that sometimes just a genuine conversation or topic or just a genuine compliment, then they're like, oh, they're trying to fucking hit on me. Or that could also just be on the girl thinking they're hot shit. Like, if we gotta talk
It
to
could
me,
be
you're trying to
both.
flirt with me.
But that's what I'm saying. But to like what extent? Because now it's like people don't even communicate and actually get to know each other over person. Like, I know a lot of people that come into interactions with people, and they'll like see each other at the store, and they'll like exchange social medias, and then actually get to know each other through social media, and that's when they start to flirting and stuff like that. Just because you don't want to, start off with a charge. Just engage. Like, it gets...
Start off with a charge.
It gets real scary. It gets real scary.
That shit does get scary.
Start off with a charge.
That'd
be an insane
real.
first interaction. Imagine be like, you're talking to somebody, like, how you met someone, and you're like, oh yeah, we met because I got a rape charge because I called him cute or some shit. But now we're best friends. That'd be intense, bro.
Yeah, I mean... We can even talk about, like, the just say no and things like that, because, like, the idea of consent and the idea of, like, not the idea, but just consent in general, like, it's such a fine line. Everything is such a fine line. And everybody says it's not grade. Well, it is grade. Like, everything when it comes to those situations, it's like, there's could be so many different anomalies, so many different situations.
Yeah.
A girl could feel uncomfortable once sex begins to start happening, and then still call something, and no matter what in the public eye, you will be
that's true.
the predator, and she will be the victim. Like,
That's
no
true.
matter what situation. And that's why, like, just as a young just black kid, I have to be vigilant of who I even mess with, like, in general, just because I just don't want, I'm just scared of just the off chance. Like, I've never, if I'm hearing no, I'm backing up instantly because I'm just going to feel uncomfortable. But, like,
Oh, yeah.
if anything, I remember one of my family members was talking about his friend and about how he went over with his friend to this girl's house, and this girl consented to having sex with his friend, and they were over there, and they were everything was going well.
Yeah.
And he was just there, like, eating and shit, just chilling, right? And her dad comes home. And next couple of days, she calls rape on him. Because her dad found out.
We see, that's that thing, like, you regret having sex or something, so then you just hit him with that's a rape charge. Which is why you gotta be like, it's hard, because, like, it's like you almost want to just get on tape that they said yeah. Because even just a rape allegation,
facts.
Like, you wanna take out the phone, be like, all right,
you need all screenshots.
yes, bro,
bro.
Take out the phone, press record, be like, do you want to have sex with me? Yes or no, and then it's like yes. And
Listen,
it's like,
if you engage,
do you consent? Yes. Do I consent? Yes. And then end the recording.
If you engage with me,
touchy.
you having a contract or a verbal contract.
Give him a fucking written paper
or a film contract.
You better get it on. You're like, wait, let me get this out my bag.
Yeah, nah, there's going to be just because
pen.
of little things like that. It's just
shit.
such a scary fine line.
It's like you can't use subliminal shit in court, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Like movements, body language, you can't use that in court. They're gonna be like, oh,
you can't be like, in the moment she was with it, and you could tell just by the way she was.
Yeah,
They're
gonna give you that look like
this is a rapist. They're gonna go crazy on that.
All it needs is an allegation to ruin your life. Like, you don't even have to be proven guilty.
Literally.
And that's where it's just
that's
the
the quickest way to dehumanize a man real quick.
I was talking to my sister about this too. I forget why, but she said she gets upset about shit like that because then that just decredits the fact that some women actually get raped. Like,
exactly.
Like girls that regret a hookup and then will claim it was rape. Then it's like, well, now, like, what isn't rape at that point? Now what really is rape? Like, even though you consented to it. And then a week later, when you're like, yo, I really fucked that guy? Like, what? And then you are like, all right, never mind, he raped me.
Which is not always the case, and we're
not
like,
always the case.
Yeah,
and
it's
that's
more
like
when they get in
special
trouble.
case values. I'm not talking for all girls, but still, then that starts to devalue what really is rape. I mean, we see it all the time. Like, it'll be like, I don't know, some like major politician or like a sports player or something. Like, oh, they raped this person. You're like, But did they really though? Like that shouldn't even be a question we have because the word rape gets devalued.
And the allegations is so quick to just destroy somebody's
life.
Like
you can't question that though. Like you can't question the victim. Like the victim.
Exactly.
The victim is completely right. You know what I'm saying?
And the thing is too, you don't want to just as a man and just as a man with principles or a young man with principles and having sisters and women in your family. It's just like, bro, like as soon as you hear that shit, it's just like, you know. It's just like, that shit's fucking disgusting. But then again, niggas don't know the situation. But it's the same thing where it's like, I'm gonna...
You just caught yourself right there.
The situations that people could put themselves in will show your character and can lead you up in bad situations, right? Yeah. I remember J. Cole's song, No Role Models.
I'm here right now.
When he's talking about hoes and stuff like that and invite them to the crib and then kicking them out after because they just hoes and situations like that, right? Let's say a situation that's not too crazy, right? And like that type of industry where like you call a girl over, it's late night, calling Uber, y'all talking crazy, stuff like that, and then get mad at the guy for thinking that it's something like that, right? Yeah. Where it's like those type of sneaky links, or calling it a sneaky link, and then it's like, what are you talking about? We're not doing, like, you are leading off that impression. And leading off that impression, right, could end you in bad situations. Not saying it's justified or nothing like that, but it's just like, as a brother, I'm not going to want my family members putting themselves in bad situations that can end up in, like, especially with dependency off of bread, too.
Yeah.
Oh, we can speak about that. But I did want to talk about that consent beforehand, before we get into that. We should write that down.
Dependency on bread?
Yeah.
Yeah, write that one down. While you're writing that down, and there's a little break, this is the first episode that I didn't wear a hat for it.
That's true.
I have not worn a hat for it. Yeah, every other episode I have a hat.
That's a fact, though.
It's because every other episode, my cut was just fucked. Did we ever get that story on my haircut on an episode? Did we scrap every episode I talked about it?
No,
but
I think
it's long enough now. Yeah. So back to consent and dependency on
the consent. All right, so the consent. So I just want to speak about quickly about the weed, being under the influence high, being under the influence drunk. It automatically deemed as rape, right?
Yeah.
How I feel about that.
Exactly.
Like, cause like if y'all are drunk, well, I'm not going to say.
If it's two parties that are drunk, then it could be either consensual or rape for each side. But if you are sober and your girl or something is drunk,
it's rape.
It's rape.
It's considered rape. Yes.
That's rape.
And the thing is, I don't really care much about alcohol when it comes to that situation, because it's just like, shit can get dragged on alcohol. People do a lot of dumb shit on alcohol, right? But I remember I was with this girl, and she smoked, right? And in my mind, I'm like, I'm not even messing with her, just because in that situation, I'm like, I can't be caught up in this situation. Like, at this younger age, I just gotta be vigilant on what I'm doing. I can't be caught up in this situation. Like, no matter what, it was just deemed from the start when she smoked. I'm like, yeah. And I was sober too. Nah.
That's how they get you.
That's how they get you.
We dropping gems on people right now, but
like,
y'all gotta wake up and see this shit.
You have to see the setup. I'm not saying she was trying to set me up at all. I'm just saying that anything that could have happened, like parents could have came, like if parents came, and then it's just the same situation with the guy and his friend, right? Like, it's just too many things.
It's so frequent too. It happens all the time. I think just a couple months ago, football dude lost his whole entire scholarship off of that.
All the time. Well, actually.
Oh yeah, I got one.
Off of allegation, they went to a party. I don't know.
Oh, we dropped.
I think bro had sex with this girl, and then the girl found the girl's boyfriend found out, and then she was saying how the girl raped him. when she was cheating on his boyfriend. Dude lost everything, y'all.
Yeah,
Like it's that shit that make you like, you know, like
it's that they regretted sex. But then again,
it's so much power though.
We don't know all the facts. Like, did he rape her? I don't know. But then, see, that's the thing with like devaluing what rape is. Because now we're like, was it a regret sex? Did he rape her? This and that. Like, it's just
it takes away from the victim.
Yeah,
it really does take away from the victims and the actual victims. But it's just like, at this point and this time and age, it's like, all right, but who's the victim in this situation now? Right? Yeah. Where it's just like, now I'm feeling for this guy that just lost his whole life, his career on the chance that he didn't rape this girl.
Because that can happen to like anybody. Like, picture like, right, you're going away to college, right? So you have a girl over at your dorm or something, and then it's like a week later, her boyfriend finds out. Well, now you're fucked, because if she's like, oh, that was rape, like he raped me, that's why I was fucking him in his dorm or something. Which
is
insane.
Bro, there's been like actual rape allegations in our school and things like that. Like, it's crazy to think about that it not devaluing anything, because I don't know any of the details. I'm just saying, it's just niggas don't know, bro.
And niggas don't know.
And then this is that whole thing with like girls being afraid to like speak up when they get raped.
See, I don't get that, because girls have so much power over niggas.
That's true, but then it's like situations like this where, right, like say they did get sexually assaulted, but they don't speak up, because now it just kind of looks like as taboo, like, oh, like, did you really get, and then they feel like shit, because now what really did just happen is getting devalued, because
what you're saying, no, because I know a lot of women that have gotten sexually assaulted, and it's like a lot of things that's happened and they've not spoken up, just mainly because of the flack that could happen, or they don't feel like it's like some people don't even value it to the point where it's like, I don't want to ruin this whole person's life, got kids, stuff like that, just because of this. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of decision making that comes into it. No matter what, if you want to file something, you want to charge this nigga, your name is on those documents.
I think can't you like charge it like under, they don't like release anything? I swear they be doing that. Yes, they do actually. They have like fucking like almost every year. Like,
but regardless, even that guy is going, like, the guy is going to. It's not like the guy's going to know. The guy's going to be put away.
But there's no repercussions on the woman though.
There
aren't really though. Because you can come out anonymous. You can say it anonymous. That shit just happened to Cuomo, like, literally a month ago. You can come out anonymous and don't have to tell them anything.
That's in the public media.
Exactly, the public
the governor.
Media. Yeah, the public media.
Yeah, that's on the governor, though. That's
but you can come out against. I swear you could do that.
I know, but I'm talking about I'm talking about personal cases, though. Like, personal cases. Like, I remember when I was younger, I was a kid, and I always thought of the situations that, like, that could happen, that could endanger me as a kid, right? And I remember, like, I used to think of a robber that used to come, right? And I'm like, well, what if I, like, literally, I don't know, I was weird, but I was like, what if I had to literally immobilize this guy so I could protect my family, right?
Yeah.
In some shape or way or form, right? Either a gun, a stick, something, right? To immobilize this guy. But I'm thinking, right, I don't know, it was something so weird that in my mind, I'm like, if I immobilize this guy and sentence this dude to prison, what is stopping him, if I just ruin his life, to come back and get me? Right? I always thought of, like, get back when it came to shit like that.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I always thought of get back. And, like, I'm thinking, like, as a woman, that situation, like, that's terrifying. Or knowing that the guy that sexually assaulted you is coming out, is getting out tomorrow, is getting out in a couple of weeks. Like, think of how nerve-wracking that is. Like, just to think about that. Because I've been thinking about that.
I've read, like, horror stories where shit like that happens.
Yeah, and it comes back and murder. Like, that happens, bro. Like, that is scary. That is scary as hell, bro. And having that target on your back, too. And let's say, if it wasn't anonymous, people know. His family knows. His family thinks that you lied because he told them that you're lying. like there's so many repercussions that can fall back on the woman, which I can see why.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Damn.
That makes sense though. That does. Yeah, I get exactly what you're saying. That's true.
Yeah, we got a whole list of topics, and we've only just touched the first one.
The-
Hold on, I saw a video that really intrigued me. It was like, it became a meme because of how retarded it sounded. It was like, real men don't rape. Oh shit, must have been a ghost then. Have you guys ever seen that or heard that audio?
All men are like rapists and shit like that.
Yeah,
that claim.
Well, yeah, but like the line
Nice.
just real men don't rape. Oh shit, must have been a ghost then. It's just like stupid. Like, I don't know, because like I feel, well, now it just gets into like what the definition of a man is, and like we can talk about, I don't know, gender roles with that, but like, yeah, like I feel like real men don't rape. Like if you rape a bitch, you're just a pussy. You're not a man. You're a fucking pussy. Yeah. So yeah, real men don't rape. And then the oh shit must have been a ghost then. Like, I don't know. I feel like that was just like a retarded claim to make.
I feel like those men are next to simps. Like I feel like men that like rape girls or go out their way to like actually assault girls, the niggas that when I was younger, I used to think this shit was actually like made up. Niggas is going up to girls and grabbing their shit. I was like, oh, that shit's crazy.
Well,
like,
who's got the balls to do that? Like, that's just
like, you're bold.
wild.
Like, there's no way. But like, niggas actually be doing that shit. Like, I put them like right next to the simps, right next to the bitch rap niggas.
Yeah, like that's not a man.
You're not like, you know what I'm saying? You can't. You can't.
And it's the thing is, in the 90s though, in the 80s and all that shit, they used to glorify that shit though. Like going up to a girl, grabbing her ass or some shit, like like those type of things, right? Where it's like, all right, in every generation before, it's just like, all right, I bet you I can go get her number, stuff like that. But before, it used to be some crazy shit where it's just like, it's like it could get very, and actually it still happens now because I can see it.
Still happen.
Yeah, of course it still happens now. But like it's just those situations. It's just nasty, and like that's just what more education and more like actual parenting needs to be taught in the kid.
Fathers. I think that's really what's missing. Just fathers.
Fathers play such a huge role.
They do
in a child's life,
and it's like they kind of like they minimize how much the role of a father is, because even when I was kind of thinking like back then, like why I really need my dad. You know what I'm saying? I do know my dad, but me and my dad aren't like on the same level as me and my mom.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of morals are instilled by the father.
Especially when you're a guy, because, I mean, guys,
and it shows you
morals imply on other guys, yeah.
It's basically a representation of how a relationship's supposed to be, how your life's supposed to be, how to treat this woman, how to do everything. Like, that's literally, you know what I'm saying? A complete replica of it. Mm-hmm. But, gender roles or simping?
Yeah.
Did you want to talk about masculinity?
Oh, we could talk about masculinity, yeah. Back to that fathers thing. I see a lot of things where it's like, I see a lot of posts where it's like, it's okay for guys to talk about their feelings or something. And we did a unit in English class about why guys are like that. Like, why do guys...
I know exactly what you're talking
it's
about.
Like, why do guys hide their emotions? Like, who's telling us to do that? And it's just other guys. Like, be a man is a thing a guy says to a guy.
I would say women do the same thing.
I disagree. And I think that publication, like, in our generation, it really doesn't exist. Like, at that like, obviously exists. But I'm saying, like, it's not on the wide scale.
At that extent.
It is not on the wide scale. I remember Colomello, he was making a joke about, he was just like, I feel like everybody says that men have no feelings and stuff like that. I really feel like it's the woman. Honestly, I feel like women are cold-hearted beasts, and the guys actually have the feelings, but women just silence them. And like, obviously he's making a joke, but
that's deep. Yeah.
It had some truth to it, because it's just like, in that situation, I feel like women, mothers, don't cry, be a man about it. Like, don't, like, in those situations where, yes, we do get our emotions minimized, but I feel like a lot of I feel like people be gassing it.
I don't think that's a bad thing, though. Like, honestly, I really don't think it's a bad thing.
Well,
I don't think, like, guys should be crying. Like, guys should be very emotional. I'm an emotional nigga, but, like, like the way like females are. I don't think that should be something that like should be okay with men. I don't. Yeah. That's just me personally. I could be. That's just me and my personal view.
I think what it is like, I mean, a lot of the times where you see, it's like a post about like, oh, guys should be more emotional and open up. It's a girl saying it, right? But then it's like, because like if you see, like it's okay to see a girl crying. That's like normal. Like, I mean, all of us probably even fucking today have seen a girl crying on social media or some shit like that. And girls like, and not just girls, guys do it too, but girls want guys to be like that too.
But that's cap.
See,
that's fucking cap. They don't want that though. They say they want it, but they
don't actually want it. Yeah. Okay,
They don't respect it. They say they want it, but they don't respect it.
I saw a post.
That's the thing.
Oh, shit.
That's that gay best friend shit.
I saw a post. It was like, I love when a guy opens up so I can use that against him in an argument. I was like, yo, that's tough.
Like,
I was like, that's fucked.
Yeah. No, but...
And that's that fake, I want you to open up shit. I'm not saying, like, that's the intention of all women is to use our emotions against us, but...
oh, no, they just... I feel like...
No, I know some women that do.
But I hate when people try to tell you what a man should be. I hate, especially when girls say what a man should be. Like a real man wears a dress. A real man can paint his nails.
Yeah, no.
Like, I hate, it's like, you're not a guy, so shut the fuck up about it. Like, I don't think anyone has the qualifications.
Stay out of men's business.
Yeah, in a way. Like I'm not gonna tell you what.
Oh, they get you with that one. Stay out of men's business.
Stay out of women's business. Stay out of women's business.
Sort of like, but like, they get you. Like I'm not gonna get into like what being a girl is, you know?
Exactly.
Like, I'm not gonna be like, you're not a girl if you wear fucking baggy sweatpants and a sweatshirt to school every day, because that's the shit I do. Like, you're a girl if you fucking skateboard, do this shit. You're a girl if you wear dresses and like do that shit. You're a girl if you still want to be like a tomboy or some shit. Like I don't to me, I'm just like, I don't really give a fuck. Just like, don't tell me what a man should be, and then criticize me for doing what I'm doing and be like, oh, that's toxic masculinity, or oh, you're too man.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I feel like men, the idea of men, women try to paint and control, right, a lot, but as we can see, did not work well, right? Because the thing is, everything that they say, they are not attracted to. Yeah. Everything that they wanted to push, they are not really attracted to. And obviously there's anomalies and shit like that, but it does come down to nature. But it's just like, you don't... I'm not saying that niggas can't... Like, I'm not saying that all the shit that was reversed is bad. I'm saying, like niggas can't cry and shit like that. Of course. But even crying in public in general, women, men, doesn't matter, isn't the most, desirable thing regardless.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not saying that men shouldn't cry, but I'm not saying that you need to be on Snapchat having tears in your eyes, sobbing, and you on Snap showing yourself. That's a little different. That's a little different. Like, it's the same thing with women. Like, I just don't think everything needs to be publicized with emotions. Emotions are different, and I mean, it's all personalized.
I feel like that was, I don't know, like, when you're talking about, it takes me back, like, girls usually cheat on guys like that. You ever see that video? I posted this shit. This nigga was so adamant about what he was saying, like, he was just saying how, like, oh, I respect women. I respect how women are, everything. Bro didn't even want to marry her because she was like, I'm not going to marry her because he said he finds it subjective. Not subjective. That's the wrong word. He finds it, like, he's offending her. He said something else, but he's, like, offending her and shit like that. So he was actually waiting for her to, like, take the knee. And then to marry him. Dude ended up getting cheated on. Huh. She was sleeping on this other nigga. But she was saying how she wants, like, a nigga to, like, respect her and everything like that. Then the next nigga's a piece of shit.
And she probably cheated on the guy with a piece of shit.
Yeah, she cheated on the guy. She cheated on the guy that was all about the women's rights, all about the, I respect women. I would never do this. You know what I'm saying? So
at some point, it goes a little too far, way too extensive. I mean, like, men's natural roles, right, in general, are just like to secure, to provide security and protection.
Look at a man physically compared to a woman physically. Like, genetically, men are usually bigger and stronger. And that's just, like, there's like a natural male instinct to protect.
You can't fight that. That's biology. Y'all can look that in your textbook when you go to school. Yeah. So, I'm with you.
I guess real.
No, I get what you're saying.
Natural rules. Yeah, back in the day.
I feel like if you ask me, I feel like it's a yin and a yang. And men are supposed to be there the same way females are meant to be there. They're supposed to be together. They quarrel, but in the end, they're supposed to be together. And men...
Because they work off each other.
But
so
they do.
So when we talk about masculinity and femininity, right?
Men are more logical and reasonable, while women are more emotional. That's how it is, though.
There's some validity to that point. You know, I was when I was younger, my mom definitely tried to instill in me like men are not better than women and women are not better than men. And they play off each other. Men are bigger, larger, maybe naturally more protective or something. Like if I could get into a street fight with somebody, but my girl couldn't. But she could nurture a child 1,000 times better than I could. You know what I mean? There's a yin and a yang and a balance to these type of deals. And I mean, some girls don't want to be put into that role of, I'm supposed to be the stay-at-home mom that nurtures the kid while my husband go gets the money. And, that's understandable. Yeah. But there's natural ways that, men and women intertwine and they work. Men have weaknesses that is a girl's strength, and girls have weaknesses that's a guy's strength.
Facts.
There for a reason, you know?
Yeah.
That's the whole point of it.
And with, the media and everything that's going on today, they're taking the masculinity out of men. And by taking the masculinity out of men, you're also taking the masculinity out of your boys that you're raising and the men that you desire, right? Because the men that you desire and all the fetishes that lean in, what's a trend? A 6'2", black buff nigga.
It's tall guys.
It's just...
Tall guys is a trend right now.
That's... No, that's not even a trend. That's just the natural... that's just what it is. It's just those are the guys that you desire, but, I mean, you're raising bitches. Right? You're raising niggas that can't hold their own with emotions, with things like that. You're supposed to be able to be malleable as a person and to be able to hold things, right? That's what a lot of men was entrusted with. To be able to just be that stronghold for a lot of people and be that stronghold for a lot of women.
Oh. You know, just so you don't get canceled with the men are more logical and women are more emotional. Because, I don't know, that could get canceled. But there's validity to that point, and it's pushed in the agenda of men should open up more. Is because, men, because society may be forced to be less emotional. Yeah. Therefore, their thinking is then in turn affected and becomes more logical and less emotional, whereas it is more acceptable for girls to be emotional. So saying that isn't something like all girls think with emotions or some shit. But even if you've ever told a guy to open up more, be more emotional, or you have no emotion, you're back in the idea that men think more logically than women, because women think more emotionally. Because if you don't do anything with your emotions, you seal your emotions out, then the only way you can think or being forced to think is logically. So that's evidence right there.
Facts, but I disagree with that because I feel like emotions play into logic, right? A lot of people don't know.
I don't think so.
I can give y'all valid.
Give me the example.
All right. Playing emotions into logic, right? Let's talk politics, right?
Okay.
Emotions of people, empathy, empathetic, feeling empathetic for a different person, right? In this society, we could see that consumerism, greed, and everything that worked into American culture is fueling American economy, which is failing. Yes or no?
The economy?
Yes.
Economy's not failing. Economy's booming right now.
I'm talking the whole entirety of America, right now, power to power, economy to economy, to other nations, not listing nations.
Oh, internationally.
I'm talking.
Okay.
I'm not talking about low level stuff. I'm talking in general. American economy
compared to other first world nations.
Yes.
Okay.
Jamaica?
Venezuela.
I'm not comparing it to Jamaica. Okay.
Well, Venezuela a while ago, like $1 million there was equivalent to like.
Okay. Yes.
Venezuela got fucked.
That shit's busting.
States.
Okay. What I'm saying.
Okay. The rest of them.
Stay on
they all
topic.
got fucked by America.
We're
actually.
millionaires in Venezuela.
Okay. Is America?
You're a millionaire everywhere. Literally. You set up shop, you can have slaves for pennies. I swear to God. I'm not trying to joke around.
Okay, can we stay on topic?
Yeah, sorry.
America's economy, is it a failing or a prosperous economy? Be honest. Don't try to argue for some bullshit.
I think it's prosperous, personally.
I
think it's
Here
prosperous.
we go. I guess you're going to
I'm
talk
looking
about
at the
this.
charts. I'm looking at the charts.
You're not looking at the charts.
I'm looking.
The charts is going up.
The charts are going up.
Out of that. We're going out of that.
No nation is going out of that.
Not at that.
Is that going up? No nation's going out
But
of
the
that?
economy is going up.
China's not going out of that?
Okay.
Is China ever in debt?
First of all, China,
what is China do?
Oh!
China's
so where are we doing now?
China, that's like calling Drake. You can't do that.
Calling Drake.
We're supposed to be the Drake. We're supposed to be the Drake. So what are you talking about?
We're a consumer nation. They're a production nation. I mean, look at everything.
Exactly.
Everything's made in
which
China.
is why we are a dying business.
But then
we're not really a dying.
We're a dying business because we market off of consumerism. We make our money off of American consumerism. But once more people wake up and once more people start getting less fucked, what starts to happen? You have to fill that void.
The wages are going up, though. Also,
wages are going up, which means inflation is going up. Come on.
I mean, yeah, you're right.
You arguing semantics.
No, you're right.
wait.
You're right. You are right.
We got ties back into.
That's what I'm saying.
Logic and emotion are connected.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's hold on.
We'll talk.
No, because we're gonna speak about. So that's what I mean. Is America is a dying business, right?
I can see that.
Okay.
I don't even remember how I was gonna look.
Link logic and emotion because I definitely think that.
Oh, okay, yeah, I got it. My fault. My
Mm.
fault. Logic and emotion, right? So America, a dying business. If we rely on empathy, use some empathy in our decision making, thinking about people, not just thinking about fucking people and thinking about how I'm gonna get this next dollar. Right? If we put some more empathy, I feel like we would be much in a better split. We would be in a way better place than we are now.
If we use empathy instead of logic?
No. If we used empathy into our logic.
Edit it.
Because you were saying before that, no, you can't use logic with empathy. And I'm like, you can't use logic with emotions. I'm like, yes, you can. Logic, it's the same thing about going off of body nature and body language and going off of how people work. You're using empathy, you're using emotions, and using that into your logic. If you don't play with those factors, then that's not actually using logic. Like, that's not, to me, you're not playing it correctly. As an example, healthcare, right?
Okay.
Healthcare, we're getting run by huge, big pharmaceutical companies and big corporations that's literally squeezing our government by the balls. And squeezing our people by the balls, squeezing everybody by the balls. And what's happening? The government's taking it to the ass. You know why? Because we're run by a bunch of greed fucks, and all our politicians are bought out by the pharmaceutical companies. So it's simple. If we put some more empathy, in that bitch, had some logic, maybe we should not be fucking our people just to, get some quick dollars. Then it'd be a little different.
Well, yeah, I think you could use empathy and logic in decision making, but they're definitely 100% separate things. Like, for example, in a relationship, toxic relationships, because a lot of people be in toxic relationships, right? They love the dude or they love the girl, but they know that it's wrong for them. And there's the separation between logic and empathy. Like, you feel for that person because you love them and shit like that, but logically, it makes no fucking sense to be in a relationship with them. And that's an example where logic and empathy would be completely separate and should be completely separate. And, like, it's either you go with empathy or you go with logic. And if you're thinking logically, like, I shouldn't be with this guy because this shit is fucking toxic as hell. And then you even throw like a little bit of empathy in there, then it's all fucked. Because it's like, I don't want, like, I shouldn't be with this guy, but I still love him. And then you stay in it, and then it's a toxic relationship.
But I
think y'all talking about two different things. Those are two different characters. You're talking about just being humane. You're talking about love, which kind of coincides. But like, it's like having humanity for others.
When you talk about empathy, we're talking about logics.
I know, but I'm seeing like the top is kind of
slash empathy.
I don't know. I agree with both of you, but I feel like it's not the same thing. The scenarios
it's
that are
not.
described at all.
I feel like, as you said, yin yang. It goes hand in hand. Logic. What was that shit called? Latos. Pathos. That shit. Yeah. That shit's all.
That's in English class.
Yeah, weird, but it actually applies like perfectly because it's all coincides together. Like it's not like I don't think in one decision you should just have straight logic, because that's how you fuck up shit in general. Because straight logic never works ever. We are emotional. Of course not. Of course not.
There's a yin and a yang. A balance.
There's a balance. There's a balance.
Balance. Stay balanced.
And speaking of balance and stuff like that, let's get into our next little. Let's get our next to a little topic. You hitting cheating or simping? Are you gonna?
Cheating and simping is the same thing. Actually, it's not. It's not. I'm sorry. It's not.
But it's on the same.
It's on the same level. It's on the same level. That's what I meant. Same level.
What type of fuckery is this?
All right, so you can start with simping. Simping.
What do you want to say about simping?
Well, first off, stop simping. Now,
protect your energy.
Simping, basically, I mean, everyone else should know what simping is. It's basically when you just fiend for a female/male, and put your heart and soul into that person and just don't give a fuck about yourself. You know? I don't... Nah.
You got anything to say?
Yeah. You have anything to say?
About simping?
Simping, I mean, it's not going to get the goals that you wanted to get done. Now, if you're simping for your girl, it depends on what spectrum you're doing it at, right? Now, a lot of people in general just say simping for everything. Oh, you're simping if you get your girl flowers. No, nigga, you are a good nigga. You're pleasing your girlfriend. You're pleasing your boy. You're doing whatever, and you're making somebody happy. Nah, it's not simping, bro. And whoever be saying that shit does not get partners.
Simping is like going out of your way. It's like you're going out of your way for someone that does not. All right, simping.
What about like bros before hoes?
No,
that mentality.
But like,
oh, you call me. Listen.
That's gay.
Cause
that's gonna be added real quick. Yeah,
no. Like I want to hear you guys' opinion on like.
Bros before hoes is for niggas that pull no hoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, let me give you a situation. Say like. Say we already had an episode recorded, right? But we're like, all right, Friday night we're gonna record just in case to get another episode. But then like, you wanted to hang out with a girl that night or something. Opportunity arose, and you went with that.
That's a different situation.
That could be being bitch wrapped though.
Bitch wrapped is different. See, the thing is, that's a weird example because like, priorities, right? If you are taking out your priorities, right, and replacing that with that person, that's an addiction. One, you can see yourself. That's literally an addiction. By
simping.
Yeah. That simping is an addiction. It could be an addiction. Same thing with being bitch wrapped, being addicted to a person. Like in those situations, I would say it depends because if I'm trying to like link a girl and it's the only night, I'm like. Hit you guys and be like, yo, can we do this? If not, then I'm not going, you know?
Yeah.
But if I'm just going to go regardless and disregard all my priorities, then, you know?
Yeah, there's a problem.
But bitch rap, like I know some people that just be getting dogged by their partner. Dogged. I'm talking about like,
oh my god,
where the fuck are you at? Come pick me up. I'm not paying no gas money. Pick me up, nigga, now. Hang the phone up. And you know what's gonna happen.
nigga drives his ass over.
It's a the art of bitch rap. Bitch rap means that you are just
low self-esteem,
no pride. You just letting yourself get walked over by your partner. Straight walked over. And it's sad.
It's sad to see that shit.
It's sad, bro, because the thing is, when there's no respect, when I think of bitch rap, there's no respect. Absolutely no respect in that situation. Because when I think of bitch rap, like, you are literally just getting mind controlled by your partner. You're getting controlled in and out. There's nothing you could do. It's just sad, right? Now, if you just in love, that's different.
That's like lust, though. Simping is lust. Has to do with lust.
No, it could be love.
You think love is simping?
I said it could be love. As in, like,
I don't know about that.
If you love somebody and you're overdoing it, like,
because I feel like love is mature. That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's my thing. And I feel like
love's
lust...
too mature to be...
Lust is like, I lust to be with you. You know what I'm saying? I need to be around you. You know, it's
so what about toxicity in that situation?
I feel like toxicity is very much lust than love. Like the rate... Nah, okay.
So you
like the ratio is at 80-20. Lust being 80. That's what I think.
Are you standing on that point? Just to make the point clear, you said that most of toxicity and most of simping, which is on the same...
Out of lust.
Is out of lust. Exactly.
I
don't know, because
I can understand that too.
If you're simping,
but if you go stand on that, stand on that.
I'm trying to like run it through my mind. Like with simping, right? You're only a simp if the energy does not equate each other, or if the ratio, like if it's a 50-40, 55-60, you know what I'm saying? But if it's like an 80-20,
none of those relate.
You know what I'm saying? 90-10, like it's kind of like that is simping. That is simping. Like where you're not, the love isn't matched. Now if y'all both doing that shit, let's say you go out with your girl, you skip this podcast, go out with your girl. Now I probably say it's simping. But if she does the same thing next week, then it's not really simping because y'all both are matching that energy. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, if you doing over the top things and the girl don't go like,
unless you both are doing
she's
it.
Not,
but that's toxic and not toxic, but that's bad. I feel like that, you know.
No.
It depends. No, it depends.
It's a healthy balance of that. Because the thing is, I don't know.
But
I just said, but I don't even consider that as simple. Because the thing is, when I was in a relationship, like I do little cute things and that's just I'm a lovable and literally I love that shit. But like at the same time, I don't consider that as simping. Like it's just that's you just being.
Bro, it just depends. Because you could do shit that can be simping, but like you know where it's at, and it's
exactly
also like
simping is like trying to win over affection that's not there. Like trying to get attention that is not being reciprocated. Like when you putting in 80%, they're reciprocating 20. But like you said, 50-40.
Yeah, I mean like that's facts. That's facts.
Well, a little bit more than 50-40, I think. It'd be more like, I think it's simping when it's more like an 80-20 balance. Or maybe even like 70-30.
No.
I say a 70-30. I'm going to give people 70-30 is simping.
Because 60-40.
I'm giving 65-45, honestly. 60-40. I'm getting 60-40. I'm giving 60-40. Because 60-40, it's consistent. If it's consistent, 55-45 is going to piss me off, right? It's you have no pride for yourself if you're letting yourself if you simping like that. Because if it's something consistent and you just get, I feel like that's disrespect. Like honestly, if you just giving that straight affection, it's just nothing getting reciprocated back. Like that's just hurt. Like that's just pain. Honestly, it's just
this whole world will know.
Like, it's actual pain. Like, why would you put yourself in your emotions through that just because? And is that lust? That's what I'm asking you. Is that lust?
I feel like
yeah. Because I feel like love, like you said, love's a mature thing.
But
and that's just
I don't know.
But what if love is one-sided? Like, what if you were just in love with somebody and they just not fucking with it?
Well, then it's like, to what extent do you go?
Like, what if you in love with somebody and they just fuck with you? Like, they like you, and they're willing to see how things go, but you're steady in love with this person, and you're like straight simping. But I feel like you're gonna fuck up your chances by doing that.
I feel like you need to have respect for yourself. Like, if you just basically throw yourself out completely and just... If you don't have respect for yourself, then... To love someone else, you gotta love yourself, right? Yeah. With loving yourself, that comes with respect. That's the only way you can love someone else. If you don't have that, then it's more like lust. It's like... This shit is fucking hard to explain. Because I don't want to say the wrong thing
to explain.
But I don't know.
I feel like why this is so hard to explain is because then it's like, well, what is love? Because isn't that like a question that there is really no answer to? What is love?
What is?
Because that's one of those subjective things. Like good and bad is also subjective. You know.
I feel what you're saying.
And that's why this is hard to explain. The difference between lust and love, because like there's no definition to what love is. I mean, they're really like,
love is just like
it's a feeling, or it's an emotion, or it's physical, or love could be something you can't live without. But then does that mean it's also an addiction? Is love something that you just put at top priority? Is love something that's just more important than other things?
I feel like love is, maybe I'm tweaking, I don't know, but I feel like love is where you just get that feeling, a very like in your head, like a very warm feeling, like right here.
Like specifically,
like, I don't even know, bro.
Almost had a clip.
He said like right.
I don't know how to explain it. It's just like a feeling that is very, very intense, and you can just. I feel like. Not mine though, cause like you can feel that same shit with simping though. That's the thing. That's the thing. I don't know. I don't know.
And that's what it is. And that's what you were saying.
Yeah.
Is that you can't really put words to this. You can't really put words to this feeling because it's just a feeling. That's really what it is. Like, and when you've experiencing that and it's just straight smiles, it's just like you never want that to let go.
Straight smiles.
And that's
a good definition for love. Straight smiles.
Straight smiles, bro. The thing is,
that's so
love
tough.
can also be straight hands. Yeah.
Straight hands, bro.
Like it can go both ways. So it's just like
I feel like that's a part of it though. You have to fight to love that person. You know, it has to.
Because usually, I mean, think about all the arguments that come from love though. It's because you're trying to argue like what is best for them, even though they may not want to do what's best, but because you love them, you want to see them do what's best. Like, think of the last time you had an argument out of love, or think of the last time you had a serious conversation with someone that you didn't want to hear. It was out of love. And I mean, yeah, that is part of love. It's that yin and yang. It's that balance within inside of love is the straight smiles, but then the shit you don't want to hear or don't want to talk about. Because, I don't know.
And the perseverance through it all.
Yeah, that's love. Damn, did we just come up with a definition for love? Nah.
But then we also have to state what lust is, right? Because it's just
lust is it's really pure sexual.
But is
attraction.
I feel like it doesn't give. Like, I know book definition has sexual attraction into it, but I feel like that doesn't give it justice. Like, honestly, I keep thinking of the K-Dot song, "Love," where it's just like, it begins like, damn, love or lust, damn, all of us. It's just like,
damn.
I feel like it's that yin and yang, but lust I feel like it doesn't just have to have sexual feelings. I feel like it's just fake
love. Whoa.
Like it just doesn't feel correct. Like it's everything that happens, and it's always, even when you're in love, right? And you're always second guessing it, where it's just like, am I really in love, or am I just like in love with this feeling?
That's lust. The lust of being.
I was in a situation like that. I was in a situation like that with a girl I talked to. I wasn't. I don't want to say I was like in love with her, but I was definitely in love with like the attention and the love that I was getting back.
And is that lust?
Oh, is that?
Because fuck sexual interactions, bro. Because sexual interactions is only a piece. It's only a little bit of a chakra. Like that. Like, it just doesn't. It. I feel like when I think of lust, it doesn't even have to deal with sexual attraction at all. Like I just feel like that's just. If that's the case, then horny and lust can be interchangeable. Like I just don't feel like it. We're not giving the power that lust should have.
So maybe love is like an emotional need and lust is a physical need, and not just like sexually attract. Cause like the love I was getting back from this girl, right? Like that, it made me happy. It made me smile. You know. You know what I'm saying? And like I like that shit. So does that mean because that physical feeling of joy and happiness is that was that lust and not love, or was it still?
But
is there still love there?
I feel like what you just described
is
the way I love my sister.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my fucking god! I need to start reading more because it's like I think of everything. It's like the words do not come to like the concepts in my head.
Okay, so but he was talking about just physical interactions of just like attention. What was the other things you were talking about?
It's like attention, like make you happy, make you smile. So like
yeah, but like
makes you smile.
But deep down, you still have that ulterior love for your sister because that's just binding, right?
Yeah.
What we're talking about lust is fake love. Like I feel like that's the anti to it. Love. The antonym to love should not be lust. I mean, if it's book definition, sexual attraction, that love should not be, because that's stripping power away from love too. If that's the antonym of lust, because love is, or is it just desire?
Lust is desire. That's exactly what it is. That's the word I was trying to find. Yeah, desire. That's exactly what it is. Nah, I think we cracked that shit right there. Good looking.
We should get that shit on like a sweatshirt and sell it to a bunch of like boys and like.
That's what exactly. Cause think about it.
All people, fake love, on a t-shirt. That's hard.
Like lust for money, lust for like attention. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, those are physical things.
You don't like. You don't love money. You don't love attention. You know. Lust is a. It's like a.
It's craving. It's that strive. It's that fucking ulterior, just burning feeling. I know what you mean. It's desire.
Lust is the Matrix. No, that was wrong.
No, it's not.
It's not.
Lust. No. Lust is the Matrix. No, speaking about that, because the thing is, it's all desire. It's all like consumerism and just straight like anti-bot shit. Like honestly, like that's what runs bots is lust, the desire for things, the consumerism, that all that shit. Like it's just you're plugged in.
Yeah, love is what's underneath. Yeah,
that actually breaks the surface.
Yeah, love is what's underneath. Lust is what you see. Like, fuck. It's like, when do you go, bro? Because I can't. I can't put words to what I'm trying to say, bro. Lust is underneath. Lust is underneath. No, love is underneath. Yeah, love is underneath. If that makes sense.
So do you feel like initial interactions with everything starts with lust and then begins to break down and develop into love?
I feel like lust is something that appears, but love is something that's deeper. Like love is something that is institutional. I was wrong. It's just deeper. You understand what I'm saying? Like lust is like a speck.
Love is like a surface level. Lust is like a surface level thing. Lust is real.
Yeah, lust exactly.
Love's deep. Lust is surface level. sort of.
So, I mean, to provide an example, out of body example, it's just more of like, think of like a girl, right?
Okay.
You first hit her up for what? Physical appearance, right? Like, oh, she's really cute, stuff like that. I want to mess with her, right? I want to talk to her. You start getting to know her, breaking down the surface. It begins to develop over time. You're developing more of a relationship, figuring each other out. You're breaking the surface. You're breaking each barrier. You're going through each wall, figuring more out, and that desire starts to kind of dwindle a little bit more, right? Where it's just like, I don't even want this person for my initial thoughts. Like, I don't even care about, having this, I don't know, maybe sexual experience, having this, it's gotten deeper to that point. I just want to know this person on a personal level. I mess with this person on a personal level. I'm starting to love
person on a personal level.
I'm starting to love this person on a personal level. Like it, and that's where the desire starts to just break through. And it's crazy because now that I am growing up and I'm figuring myself out, it's like, damn, like I'm starting to realize all the relationships that I had initially with like girls, like it was off of like, and these girls are cute, we're friends, like maybe it could develop into something. And now I'm turning all those into fully platonic relationships. I'm like, damn, bro, like my mindset was so skewed, and like, what the fuck was wrong with me, bro? Like that was just my idea. Like it was just like, it now having that journey into all this shit. I'm like, damn, I kind of just broke all those barriers of lust.
Damn. Oh, we back. We were just talking about love, lust. So while we're on the topic of shit like that, let's talk about cheating.
A little derivative of love and lust, man.
That was clean.
That was clean.
That was clean.
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
I got it.
You guys want to lead this one?
You got that.
Well, I'll start with my stance. Listen. I don't know if cheating is the worst thing in the world. I think people be wrecking their relationships off of cheating. Stuff like that. I feel like it really depends and it's subjective to the person. But I feel like a lot of the problems get overlooked of the roots when cheating is happening, right? Like it depends. Like if it's intimate relations, cheating is different, right? But let's say if it's straight horny, like straight just off of a whim, being horny and you cheat, right? That might be a little different than it's when it's actually intimate and you're actually texting a female, texting a partner, and you're trying, like, you see what I'm saying? Like you're coercing a little bit more.
About that.
I just feel like I had this one recording of this Clubhouse of this girl speaking about it, and I'm like, yo, she changed my whole perspective. I'm like, yo, she is laying some balls.
No, I've heard the perspective though. I've heard the perspective. I've heard it, like the whole entire, like, cheating isn't like really like I get it, but like at the same time, like I don't know, like
cheating is a subjective thing, just like good and bad is.
Yeah, it is a subjective thing. Like if you want multiple wives, you go ahead and have multiple wives. But me personally, I feel like it should be between one person, and you should stay loyal to that person.
Why is it different?
Well, but that's what makes cheating a subjective thing. Is because like some people think like even just following other girls on Instagram is like cheating, or any type of like attention is cheating.
Is mad insecure and some ridiculous.
People could be like fine with like if they're gone for a week, it's like okay, you can fuck other people while I'm gone. But then there's also people where it's like you can fuck other people, but if you do it without my permission, then it's cheating. So I don't know. I think cheating is one of those things where it's up to the people. But personally, I feel like you can go OD with what's cheating and not. Like having friends that are girls is not cheating, and I think that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it depends on the emotions behind what's going on. I mean, obviously, well, no.
Exactly.
A little bit different from what you said. I feel like if you fuck somebody, or you like flirt with somebody just because you're horny, that's still cheating. That's fucked.
Yeah.
But when there's emotions that come into play, aside from just being horny.
But my thing,
That's like hardcore cheating.
I'm talking about wrecking relationships off
relationship?
of that. Yes, because I feel like you're not dealing with the root, right? And I feel like destroying something off of a short period of time. It depends if it was intimate.
I just feel like that's a lot.
Intimate and off of, like, I remember she was speaking about her guy going off to Miami for a week, and like if he went and fucked a girl in Miami, she's not really being mad as long as she's handling his business at home, and not being stupid, bringing home crazy stuff, bringing home texting. She's not going through his, like, everything's still transparent. It's just for that week alone. I'm not really mad if he goes and, you know, messes with some girl, as long as his business is kept at home.
I get that.
Not doesn't mean that I'm personally in dealing with that. I don't know if I'm secure enough to
just listen.
Have my girl cheat.
I don't know. I wouldn't let my girl.
I don't know if I'm secure enough to have that.
Yeah, right,
I don't think I could ever do that.
I don't know. I think.
But I understood it.
Even if like I'm like, I don't know, I go away like camping or on vacation for like a week or something with like my family or whatever, and my girl fucks somebody while I'm gone. Like, I'm not gonna be like, okay, you were just horny, I understand it, or something like that. Like, nah, fuck you. Like that. Like that's some real fuck you shit, and that's just. But that's a betrayal of trust.
Yeah.
In the most ultimate way.
But then I defend them in a way because like there's certain people that like I just wouldn't like have relationships with, but I would like do shit with them. You know what I'm saying? Like I get that. Like I get both sides of it, but I don't know. Like me, it's just like why would you do that? But it's like I don't know.
And I feel like I have way too much guilt on me anyway to even execute like low key. Like I feel guilt off the little things. Like I even felt guilt for like the since like I've had my last relationship and I broke up. Like I've just in general just felt guilt about like even messing with girls. I don't even know I could bring myself to that, but like I understood what she was saying. Like I understood it doesn't sound too crazy, and I don't know if I'm mature enough to even have those conversations, but I haven't gone through a lot. We haven't gone through a lot experience wise.
I guess, but I feel like me and you, like if you know we're secure and everything, you know I love you, and we're good. Like it really shouldn't even really matter if I'm talking to other people, or even if I even like look at other people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or fuck other people, honestly, because like that end of the day, like. You're the one that sees everything about me. Like, you're the one that I actually give a fuck about. You're the one that I'll FaceTime you. You know what I'm saying?
So what are you arguing? I'm not arguing, but what are you saying?
I'm, like...
All
right. Let me tell you my full point.
Like, clarify.
Right? So, I'm not gonna lie. It's very jumbled. It's very jumbled perspective, right? It's hypocritical, right?
Okay.
All right. So, in the end game, I feel like... two people should be married, right? And you shouldn't be talking to other people, right? But I'm saying, like, if I'm talking to a girl, like, if me and this girl have a connection and everything like that, I feel like you should, like, if y'all, you know, y'all not dating or something like that, or if y'all are dating, like, even if I talk to someone else, I feel like that shit really shouldn't faze you. Because, like, you're the one that sees, like, everything about me.
Are you talking about, like, intimately, or are you talking about, like, just, like,
I'm talking about... No. I'm talking about, like, intimately. I'm talking about intimately. But not mentally intimately. Sexually intimately.
So you're... Okay, so... But you... Because you said... Initially, you said that you don't think that...
I know. That's what I'm saying. So
you're saying now that you...
No, I'm saying both. Like, I'm literally... It's just... I see in, like, the future... Like, I believe that two people should be together.
Of course.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I agree with that. And I feel like if everything...
Myself.
I feel like if everything is kept at home, then maybe. I don't think I'm secure enough for it now at all.
No.
Yeah, I don't... Yeah, right now, I don't know. I can't even think about that. I probably wouldn't even... Yeah, no, because it feels like a lot of securities and insecurities can get into that, but you have to be very secure for that.
I get it, but, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like if I'm, like, very comfortable, like, no one's really gonna have that, like, type of... I'm gonna get that type of energy from me. You know, like it's kind of hard for people to get that energy from me. I'm a very closed-off person, so, like, for someone to get the same energy that I give you is very hard, especially if it's at, like, that high, like, literally to the point where you're just... a second me. If that makes sense.
It's just a part of you to the point where it's just like it just feels so natural.
Exactly.
I know what you mean.
Where I don't feel like you can even like take it off or phase it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, I feel like you should be truthful though. Like if you have intentions with people, like I feel like you should just be truthful with people. Don't like, cause I don't like to like, I wouldn't want to cheat people of that. You know, if they're feeling some type of way, and then I'm doing this shit. You know, I feel like you should just give them that leeway if they want to fuck with you for that.
What is your guys' definition of intimate? Because, like, intimate could mean, like, deep, just personal connection, regardless of sexual feelings or sexual tension. Or intimate could simply just mean sexual purpose and intent. Like, I don't know. Like, if you have a really deep conversation with somebody, that's an intimate conversation. Or if you, like, fuck somebody, that was an intimate moment in time.
No. Well, yes and no. But when I think of intimate, right, in this situation with sexual experience, right, I'm thinking that we are connecting. We connected. And in that sexual interaction, I felt something other than just a body. Like,
so do you think a situation like that would be okay to have with somebody else while you're in a relationship?
Hell no.
Yeah, no.
Or do you think just fucking is okay while you're in a relationship?
Like, a body is different.
But I don't think you could really fuck without like a sense of feeling. Like
Yes, you can.
The whole entire one night stand thing, I can't.
But
especially in this time of the day, maybe just me personally.
But you're saying, but you're just saying I'm saying in generalized, but that happens. So what if it was your partner on the other hand?
So like, if you had a one night stand while you were in a relationship with someone, you think it should be like forgiven or understandable?
It should definitely be forgiven, depending on the situation, right? Now, if you're cheating for lack of for the person lacking in something, right? So like a lot of people cheat because they felt like they're not getting enough in a relationship, or if you're cheating off straight horniness, and it was just that and you're literally about to go mess with a girl that is dirty, nasty, doesn't look as good as your queen, stuff like that. But you're there, you're horny. That's different. Now, if you're connected on an intimate level and you're doing it for lack of, like, you feel like there's nothing in that relationship, now it's a little bad. I feel like that's cheating. Because there's a reason behind it.
No,
if you call me on a bad day and you ever had desire?
To what? To just like fuck somebody?
Well, I feel like it's just.
I think it's a control of. It's just self control. Like just because you're horny, and you're in a relationship with someone and you can't fuck your girlfriend right now doesn't give you the right to fuck somebody else. That's not. Yeah.
Of course.
Self control.
Yeah, of course, and that's why you have to speak.
Definitely fuck. Cheating is just cheating, and that shit is fucked in my opinion.
I see what you're saying, but I'm saying if it's spoken over, right? So you would definitely cut.
Most likely. If my girl fucked somebody like one night stand type deal, but there was no intimate interaction between them, it was just like body. I'm like, nah.
Was she drunk?
What if there was years into it?
Years into the relationship or drunk?
Yeah.
If they were drunk.
Blackout drunk.
Nah, I cut that shit still. I still cut that
I'm
shit.
cutting drunk.
I'm cutting drunk.
I don't know about
I'm cutting drunk if you're using that as an excuse.
I'm cutting drunk.
I don't.
If you're jacking it.
Yeah.
If you're jacking it, I was drunk. Fuck out my face.
Yeah.
I'll probably cut years too. I don't know. Like, it's easy. It's hard to say if I'll cut a relationship if I've been in it for years because I haven't, like, I'm not in a relationship right now that has lasted years. So I can't be like, oh, well, if this girl fucking cheat on me right now, what would I do? I mean, shit, get back to me like how many years once I've been in a relationship for years, and then we can talk about it.
I think
right
it's
now, I'd say cut.
I think it's maturity because I feel like sex doesn't always have to be straight intimacy. Like niggas do just fuck to get a nut off sometimes.
Yeah.
Like that does happen. Not saying that it's justified, but I'm saying that it's a reality, right?
Yeah.
And cheating, throwing away, let's say marriage, throwing away like an actual vibe, an actual intimate relationship. And I know what the argument is behind it. Well, if you had that actual vibe, stuff like that, why would you jeopardize it by cheating? Well, it's not always that simple when you're in the situation.
Exactly. Some
like
dudes be having like this, the baddest girl that still cheat on them. Like it doesn't really
Yeah.
matter. Wealthiest people that you still get cheated on. It's different when you're in a situation.
Which is why
get tired of it, actually.
Which is why with maturity and stuff like that, I feel like there should be a level of understanding. And I mean, like with that girl, I don't know, the girl changed my perspective fully. Honestly, just a late night clubhouse. But I feel like with that girl, she understood. She understood a lot of it, and it wasn't like she was letting her nigga go out and cheat every week and stuff like that. It was just more of like, go have your fun, handle your business, make sure that the home is like it was just make sure like don't bring nothing home, don't do something stupid. I'm not letting you doing this every month. That's not happening. No, it's more of just like
I don't know. Cheating's still cheating.
a trip out to Vegas.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel
Instead
like
of trying to go behind the back as well.
Well,
I got mixed feelings about this.
Exactly.
How do you feel
Because I don't know
about,
if it was done to me. If it was done, like that's the thing.
That's the situation I'm putting myself into. Like if my girl like had a one night stand with somebody, like that's easy. Fuck you. Like no, that just comes down to trust, honestly. Because like I'll make it clear, like I trust you not to be fucking people, and it doesn't even have to be just cheating. It's just a betrayal of trust to that degree is enough to cut, and cheating is just an easy example of betrayal of trust. But how do you guys feel about like at bachelor parties, having like strippers at your bachelor party, like one more wild night before you're married?
Is that not cheating?
Oh yeah, I think so.
Is watching porn cheating?
No.
Strippers ain't cheating.
Speak to it. Speak to it.
That is an interesting one.
Speak to it.
Porn watching cheating. Because
Speak to it.
That does go it's hypocritical to say no, because it kind of goes hand to hand with like just wanting to get your nut off, because when you're jerking off,
There's no intimacy in that.
There's no intimacy in that. It's more just trying to get your nut off. So in a way, I guess if you're looking at it from the same lens as cheating, but like fucking with no intimacy, it's pretty much the same, just you're fucking your hand. So I guess you could say, yeah, porn is somewhat cheating, but then again, it's like...
Exactly.
Porn's a touchy one.
Porn is not cheating. But
listen,
I just
listen. It's the same. Okay.
I don't really be watching.
But adult porn.
So.
Okay, think of like adult situational porn, right? As in like, at our age, porn is very prominent, right?
Yeah.
But at that age, why touch porn if
If you gotta go, yeah.
and it's like at the same time, why touch porn if I have all these options as well? That if I just want to get my nut off, what about head?
From what? From another person? Like while you're in a
Wait,
relationship?
what?
Wait,
I'm so lost.
Are you talking like from your partner or from a different person?
From a different person.
Oh,
That's cheating, I think. I don't know.
I think
just
from
feel like,
yeah.
But what I'm saying is that's just awesome. That's straight no intimacy.
Well, no, I feel like it is, because what girl gives head because they enjoy that shit.
Girls give head just to give head. Like, that's a real thing.
Nah, but there's definitely ulterior motive to that.
I don't think
why
so.
would they give you
Doesn't matter if the
It's
girl
just
has an
something
ulterior motive if your heart is set on your wife.
And it's pretty like normal for like girls, like they'll give head but just they won't let you fuck.
Yeah.
So like they're more like easy, like that's a normal thing.
Yeah.
I get it.
I still feel like it's cheating.
No. It is cheating.
Then you gotta consider porn as well.
Nah.
I don't really watch a lot of
Because
porn
that's
now.
hard. Nah. Honestly, I didn't even think about that, because it really is somewhat the same. It's just lacking the physical touch, but at the same time, it's like, what is a physical touch without intimacy? It's the same thing as beating your dick.
But
Unless y'all being intimate with your shit.
yo,
I'm just saying.
feel my hands, yo. I'm in a relationship.
You feel up on your body.
Nah, That's crazy. That's crazy.
You rub your stomach as you pee and shit? Nah.
Yeah, bro. Talking to yourself and shit. No, bro. Yeah, oh, no. Oh, no. I don't know. I guess that gives the people at home something to think about.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, that's this is weird. Like,
cheating's a hard thing to define. Because, yeah, I mean, if you say, like, fucking without intimacy could be comparable. Like, the difference between that and porn is the physical touch from another human being. But then at the same time, like, how easy is it to take out the intimacy? Like, if you fucking with someone, you really think it's like...
Think of strippers.
Just take it out.
I'm sorry.
Prostitutes?
Sex workers, yeah.
Okay. That fuck, like, but they fuck for money. That's a different thing. What their attraction is money, and the way they get it is prostitution. But if you have a one-night stand with somebody, like, what was it? What was the initial intimacy that led you into their bed?
Well, let's think of situational circumstances in a one-night stand.
Okay.
Bar, drinking. You look pretty good. We talked.
Fucked. But, like, I don't know, because there's some type of connection that goes down before you just fuck somebody.
Really? Not really.
No, I think there's...
Not if you're going for a one-night stand. But not if you're not going. I mean, I'm like, what if... Listen, you're telling me... We're going to bleep this shit out. Oh, remember the time. What's the time? You're telling me, right? 26. A second. Remember, just do a second. You're telling me if you see a mirror in a bar, does not have to have no type of connection. You see her in a bar, and she's just looking fine as hell. You need to have a connection in order to fuck her?
I feel like the connection is, I want to fuck that.
That's not that's horniness.
No, I feel like you need to catch the vibe first, though. I think I know. Just you like a click. Is that what you're talking about? Like?
Yeah,
but a click.
There's some type of click that between the two people, like a mental agreement between the two people. Like, yo, we are going to fuck. Is that considered like just a small moment of intimacy?
By
lust. It's straight lust. That's all it is desire of something new. So, I mean, like, it's not like you need to have that little click of comfortability, maybe I might be comfortable sharing this with this other person that I don't know. That's just being, sane and knowing that you're not messing with a serial killer. Yes. Mm-hmm. But the click of intimacy does not always have to be there. It's niggas getting their nuts off. It's the same thing with prostitution.
Yeah, I still think that's fucked, though. In my opinion, that's just fucked.
No, it is fucked.
It can be fucked, but it depends on it's up to you. At this point in my life, I would deem that as cheating as well.
Yeah.
And I would not be okay with that.
Correct.
But I'm thinking down the line, as I mature, maybe I could be okay, depending on how secure I am.
I think it depends. In all honesty, it just depends on what your partner is comfortable with. Like, if your partner is comfortable with you watching porn or whatever, because cheating is a very subjective thing, as you can see.
My partner will never...
We all have different opinions. But it's all comes down to what your partner is comfortable with, because cheating is really just a betrayal of trust. Like, if your partner is like, it's okay if you fuck other people when I'm not home for extended period of times on like a business trip, then no, it's not cheating in the definition of your relationship. But if your partner is not comfortable with you doing those things, then yeah, it's cheating because of the betrayal of trust. So I guess cheating just comes down to an agreement between two parties of what they're comfortable with and not, and the trust that comes with abiding by those agreements. And that's a quit. God damn. I don't know what time it is. Damn.
I think that's fine.
That's a long recording. Shout out to everybody still watching. You the fans. Come tell me in school if you made it to this part.
No, for real. Tell us all.
If you made it to this part, just tell me you made it to the part. I don't know.
This is late as hell. It's 12:40. We finishing up this pod right now.
We started at 10:20.
Oh,
Look at it. Look at it. It says 10:20. 10:28 is when we started.
all right. Well, you already know the fucking vibes. Protect your energy. Protect your energy. Protect your energy. You got your host all the way over there.
Nah.
You got your host in the middle. You got your big old host over here, Sadiq. And you already know it's the vibes. Protect your energy. Protect your energy. Protect your energy. If you got any business inquiries, hit us. PillarSociety@gmail.com. Editors, hit us. PillarSociety@gmail.com. Like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell. Follow us on Spotify. Follow us on TikTok. Follow us on Soundcloud. Follow us on everything. It's been Pillar Society, and we out.
And I still I'm on a mission. Need a drum and that coach for the Pistons. He had a chance, but he missed it. How did you miss it? Yeah, I'm sipping lean with my doctor. Why this hoe wanna kick it like soccer? When she told me she loved me, I blocked her. Ain't tryna talk if it's not about them dollars. I'm tryna leave a good word for my daughter.